somewhere in North Texas, under a stormy night sky, I begin my journey south. Very, very far south, down into the deepest areas of Mexico. But before I leave Texas completely, I met up with some friends for a couple nights in Fredericksburg. Barron's Creekside is just minutes from downtown Main Street, Fredericksburg. The furnished, themed cabins and unique grounds and vineyard is the perfect adult getaway. As our time together comes to an end, my bags are packed again, and I hit Interstate 10 heading west to El Paso. Even with the road construction, I timed hitting downtown El Paso perfectly, mid-morning. After the ease of navigating my way through downtown, I continue heading westward. El Paso, meaning the pass or the step in Spanish, stands on the Rio Grande River across from Juarez, Mexico, in southwest Texas and neighbors New Mexico. And, for those wondering, El Paso is also the second largest majority Hispanic city in the United States, after San Antonio, with 81% of its residents being Hispanic. The Rio Grande Rift, which passes around the southern end of the Franklin Mountains, is where the Rio Grande flows. The river defines the border between El Paso and Ciudad Juarez to the south and west until the river turns north of the border with Mexico, separating El Paso from Doña Ana County, New Mexico. Mount Cristo Rey, an example of a pluton, rises within the Rio Grande Rift just to the west of El Paso on the New Mexico side of the Rio Grande. Nearby volcanic features include Kilbourne Hole and Hunt's Hole, which are Mar volcanic craters 30 miles west of the Franklin Mountains. As we get closer to downtown, traffic has also picked up. No worries, my current speed is 63 miles per hour, which is a good cruise speed for my Sprinter. I'll hang back in this lane, letting vehicles entering the freeway access, and let the faster flow pass me on the left.
A few moments later.
I've made it to New Mexico! My plan is to make it to my next stop, just inside the New Mexico border town of Columbus. Pancho Vela State Park Campground is where I'll spend the night surrounded by these mountains. And to the south, America's southern border wall. This historical state park, located near the U.S. border with Mexico. This historical park features an exhibit hall and structures that capture the rich history of the Pancho Villa raid and Camp Furlong. The exhibit hall also showcases the punitive expedition, which was led by John Blackjack Pershing in 1916-1917. This military expedition to chase down Pancho Villa threatened to bring the United States and Mexico into direct conflict with one another during the height of the Mexican Revolution in Mexico itself. The park also offers educational tours and artifacts that are on display from this historical event. If you're looking to visit this state park, it offers both 50 and 30 amp sites, reservations required, water, a dump station, restroom, and showers. Spending the night in this, quite high desert valley village of Columbus will guarantee a good night's sleep. In the morning, I'll head over to our Chandler office in the Phoenix Metroplex to spend a few days there working. My journey to Mexico begins in southern Arizona. After spending some time hanging out in the Yuma area and staying a couple of nights in the Del Pueblo RV resort, I make my way to the border, but before crossing, let me save you some time on the items the Mexican government may require you to have. I'll make a list of these you and your travel partners will need to show down in the description area below. Feel free to copy and paste them somewhere for quick reference. Gear used in the production of this video, along with the still shots and post-editing software, which are not sponsored or endorsed. For the aerial drone shots, I used the Mavic Pro. I mostly used my Canon 6D with various lens for both stills and video captures. For gimbal stabilization, I used the DJI RS Mini. I also like the portability and quality of the DJI Pocket 3. Sometimes, my iPhone 15 Pro Max is all I need to get some amazing video and still shots. I also prefer using a tripod like the Sirui ET Travel for time-lapse or longer shutter speed shots. When it comes to post-editing software, I use Adobe Final Cut Pro and Photoshop. As the song goes, I want to make it so you are where you want to be. I want to take you to another reality, to somewhere beautiful, somewhere we want to go. Oh, let's go to Mexico! Deserts, jungles, beaches, cenotes, waterfalls, and festivals. Mexico has so many vivid experiences to offer, and all live up to your expectations with endless adventures for the senses, including your taste buds. After hitting tolls, both electronic and pay-the-man type, then military checkpoints, I'm getting closer to my destination of Hermosillo. In Hermosillo, my main reason for stopping here, other than to spend the night, is to visit the Cathedral de Hermosillo. Architecturally, the cathedral is a photographer's paradise, inside and out. Once the sun set, it was especially stunning at night with the bell towers beautifully lit. It was interesting to learn that the cathedral's cupola, topping nearly 100 feet high, 30 meters, was not completed until 1963, though construction of the cathedral was begun in 1887 and it was dedicated in 1902. Picking up my reserved ferry ticket here at the ferry dock. Crossing price is determined by your vehicle weight and length. The TMC ferry, crossing from either the mainland or Baja, follows the same procedure. The village of Todos Santos is an enchanting, vibrant, and active coastal town, just an hour north of Cabo San Lucas. Todos Santos was initially founded as a mission in 1724. It was renamed Nuestra Señora del Pilar de la Paz. Located across the street to the southwest from the small town plaza, this mission contains the statue of the Virgin of Pilar, which is the focus of Todos Santos' main festival in November. Later, it became a major sugarcane producer. Todos Santos is special in the artistic sense, as many artists, craftsmen, and creative seafood culinary chefs have their goods on display. Visiting whales are seen passing through this area all throughout the year, which makes whale watching a viable tourist attraction. The ecology of this oasis and the magnificent Sierra Laguna Mountains are the subject of many paintings, photographs, and memories. Stay tuned for part 2 if you want to see more of my 3-month adventure in Mexico. Adios.